Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to show you guys how I achieved this sunset glitter cut crease. This is actually my first ever YouTube video, so I'm really excited and nervous for you guys to see my first ever tutorial. So without further ado, let's jump right into this tutorial. Hey guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be going in with my Benefit Professionals Pore Primer. I wanted to use this today, one, because I could not find my Urban Decay eyeshadow base, and two, I just felt like it was easiest to use because it was right there in front of me. So I'm just going to take this on both eyelids and blend it in with my finger. Now I'm going to be applying tape. This tape came from Rite Aid and my mom got it for me during Christmas time. You can actually just use any kind of tape. This is just the tape that I'm using right now because it was most convenient. But I am putting this tape on my eyelids so that I can get that wing-like effect when I go to do my eyeshadow and will not have to create the wing liner on my own. Now for the eyeshadow, I'm going to be using the BH Cosmetics Take Me to Brazil palette, and the first shade I'm going to use is that yellow mustard color at the very top, and I'm going to use this to just blend into a little bit above my crease because I'm going to be making a fake crease. I want my eye to look a little bigger, so I'm going to just raise the crease a little bit, and also I'm going to be cutting my crease later on, so I want you guys to be able to see everything that my crease has to offer. Now the next shade I'm going to use is that yellow color on the second row. This yellow is a darker yellow than the one at the top, and this one is just going to really bring in the color into the crease. The one above was kind of just like the transition shade. It didn't do much, but this color is actually going to start bringing in more of the yellow undertone that I want for the look. So I'm just going to be applying this a little closer into my crease. I believe this shade is going right into my crease, and I'm just going to keep blending that in until I get it to my desired color. Now I'm going to go into that orange tone that was right beside the yellow that we just used. This is going to start making it to look like the sunset look that we want. I'm going to start by putting it in my outer crease, and that's where I'm going to mainly focus, and then with the excess I'm going to drag it inside. I really want this to make the eye look pop, so I'm going to take a lot of blending, and I'm still using the same brush that I used when I used the first two yellow shades. I honestly love this brush, and it does everything that I need it to do when it comes to blending. Now I'm going back into those two yellow shades that we just used, just to brighten up the top of the eye a little bit. I want to make sure that you can still see the yellow. So the brush that I'm using is an e.l.f. blending eye brush, and I'm just going to use this to first pack on the yellow, and then I'm going to blend it in into my inner corner. And I just really want this yellow color to be seen because it's a very fair color. So I'm just going to blend this until I get it to the darkness that I would like. Now, to make sure that everything is blended, I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm just going to blend these two shades together to make sure that everything is smooth and that there are no harsh lines. Now to darken up the crease, I'm going to use this red shade that's right beside the orange shade, and I really want to darken up the crease a little bit, so this is the shade that I'm going to be using. And I'm still taking this on the e.l.f. blending brush. This is the same blending brush that we used when we used the orange shade, and I'm going to bring it to the outer corner a little bit and flick it just so that we can still have that outer corner look with the darkness, and just really give this eye look a little bit more oomph with this red shade. I'm going back in with that e.l.f. blending eye brush to just make sure that everything is blended together and that this look looks seamless. Now I'm going to get ready to cut my crease. I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild brush. I honestly don't know what this brush is, but it's really small. And I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand to cut my crease. I am not perfect at cutting my crease yet, so I'm going to just go ahead and do that off camera, and then I'll be back once my crease is cut. Now to set that concealer into place, I'm going with my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I was looking for her name on the container, but I had already taken the lid off, so I was a little confused. And I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild large concealer brush to just pack that translucent powder onto my eyelid. Now what I'm doing is I'm just going back in with all of the brushes that I used and all of the shades that I used, just to make sure that my crease is exactly how I want it before I go on. I want to make sure that all of the colors are blended really good and are to the color of my liking. Now I'm going to start on the glitter, and the glitter I'm using is the NYX Metallic Glitter in the color Lumi Light. But first I'm going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer, and I'm going to be using that with a NYX Professional Makeup Brush in the number 14. So I'm done with the eyes for right now, and for primer I'm going to go in with the Benefit Professionals Pore Primer, and I'm going to be buffing that in with a Real Techniques buffing brush. I'm going to also use this brush to put on my foundation, and I'm going to just use it to make sure that everything is nice and buffed in. Now for my foundation, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the color Caramel. Now to conceal, I'm going to be going in with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the color Tan Sand, and I'm going to buff this in with a damp beauty blender. Now for contour, I'm going to be going in with my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the color Toast. I really like these concealers, and I also use them for my contour because I just like the formula of them. It's very easy to blend, and I feel like this color just goes great with my skin tone. Now to just make sure that everything is set in place, I'm going to go ahead and bake, and I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder, and I'm also going to be using my e.l.f. highlighting brush to do this, and I use this brush because I feel like it's just the best brush. Now to just bronze up wherever I put my contour, I'm going to be going in with my CoverGirl Queen pressed powder, and this is in the color Light Golden, and I'm using a Wet n Wild contour brush. Now for the under eyes, I'm going to be going in with an e.l.f. flat top brush, and I'm going to just use every single shade that I used on my lid just to bring some more brightness to the eyes. Now to make sure that everything is going to stay in place all day, I am going in with my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I went ahead and put on some mascara off camera, and the mascara that I used was the Voluminous Feline Mascara by L'Oreal. And now I'm just applying some highlight from the ABH Glow Kit, and it's the shade Amber Gold and Snow, and I'm applying this with the Luxie 522 Tapered Highlighting Brush. Okay guys, so this is the end result, and I'm really liking it actually. I really think that this is such a cute look. It was so last minute because I had to go ahead and film because I was going to a birthday party later. So this is what I came up with. This is me after about 5 or 6 hours, and the makeup held up really nice. I really enjoyed doing this tutorial, and I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed doing it. So please, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys back with another video. Bye guys!